Please play my music pay. Hello, hello. It is Tuesday. I choose me. Hashtag no more excuses. We are here. We're back again on the journey. Rondell, the music, babe. So I'm waiting for everybody to start coming on. It's Tuesday night. It's our I Choose Me. And today we're talking about, are you being supported into your purpose? Are you being supported into your purpose? And that's what today's topic is all about. We're going to give it some time. Hey, Aunt Karen. Thank you for tuning in. You can turn it up a little bit because it's the beginning. That's why I wait until people come on right there. Turn up the volume, please. We're talking about walking into our purpose, walking in our purpose until we get to our purpose. Are we walking in purpose until we get to our purpose? That's the question. Is your everyday intentional? Is there a purpose in your everyday life? Are you moving with intention? Intention to get to you, intention to love yourself more, intentions to reach the true essence of who you were created to be. That's what the whole journey is all about, right? Unlocking our purpose and walking into it in that supreme moment of destiny. Hey, Sapphire, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. What's going on? I'm walking. Oh, my little music is playing with me today, but that's okay. I'm walking up. It still won't come back on. Hey! Well, anyway, my music is playing tricks on me today, so we're going to pass that moment. But, I just want to first of all start with our motto. So I hope you're inside your home saying the motto with me, but the motto is, I pledge to embrace who I am today, love who I was yesterday, and inspire who I will become tomorrow. And that's what the journey of I Choose Me, hashtag no more excuses, is all about. It's about loving ourselves from right where we are and accepting who we was yesterday was what makes us great, and being prepared and inspiring ourselves to walk in our best life for tomorrow. And so we take all those pieces and we meet ourselves so we can move on into our purpose, right? That's the journey. That's the journey. That's what it's all about. And so before we go further, I always want to start by, first of all, thanking you for tuning in to I Choose Me, hashtag no more excuses, with Precious Thoughts in the Soul, where I offer my peace, my purpose, which is soul coaching you into a better relationship with yourself so that you can unlock your purpose in the present, therefore always bring in your gift. Because that's what the journey is all about. Recognizing you are a gift. And so it's my intentions to inspire you to open yourself up so you know what you're giving away, and that you no longer sell yourself too short, because you were born enough. And that is what the I Choose Me is all about. And that is what my piece in the journey is all about. Hey Rita, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And so at this time, hey Sheena, thank you for tuning in. Hey Tanya, thank you for tuning in. And so at this time, I want to go to the next stop on the journey of I Choose Me, hashtag no more excuses, which is, are you being supported into your purpose? And so before we go further, before we go any further, I like to go over definitions before I start talking about what I mean by being supported into your purpose. And so the two definitions that we're going to go over today will be support and purpose. Support, the first definition, is a verb. And it says to bear all or part of the weight of, hold up. Synonyms are carry, prop up, keep up, brace, reinforce. Now the second one is give assistance to or enable to function or act. The synonyms for that is help and aid and assist. Now the noun for support, we have a thing that bears the weight of something or keeps it upright. The synonyms are pillar, post, prop, crutch, brace, The second one is material assistance. The synonyms is maintenance and keep. And so now we understand that to support somebody is to hold them upright, is to be a leverage for them. That's what support is. And so the next one is purpose. The first definition is a noun and is the reason in which something is done or created or for which something exists. That's purpose. The synonyms is motive, cause, point, basis, justification. And the verb is have as one's intentions or objective. The synonym for that is intend, mean, aim, plan, or design. And so we're going to ask the question again, are you being supported into your purpose? And so what your purpose is what you were created to be. Your purpose is what's that design? What is that special gift? What is that special thing that makes you unique, that makes you you, why you were placed here? I often tell us week to week that we can't get caught up in our titles. What our titles are what we share with one another. It's our connection. It's what keeps us humanly connected. But our purpose, that would be one of a kind. That's unique. That is something that you only figure out when you fall in love with yourself. That is something that you only figure out when you unlock yourself every day. And so when I'm asking you about support, now we just went over that support in our lives mean to, hey Ina, hey Kiana, hey Nicole, hey Tamar, hey Janine. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. But we're going on a journey of being supportive in our into our purpose. And so I always like to, if I'm going to be on a stage and we're going to talk about the journey and walk, and I got to be honest, and I like to use me as an example. So one of the best things that I feel like being supportive is, I'm talking about every area of your life. I have some of the most amazing friends who can be very supportive. But in the same token, you have so many other people who may not be as supportive. I have an amazing husband who is so supportive. And what it has helped me to accomplish was it allowed me to dream big. It allowed me to believe in myself. And what I mean by support, we all know support, like I just went over the definitions, is when somebody shows up for you. It's when somebody holds you up. It's when somebody carries your load when you can't. So on the journey of walking in your purpose, it's imperative that you have the right relationships of support to get you from place to place to place. Because we are all human. And we all know that on the journey of walking in our greatness and our truth and in our light, we get tired. And in getting tired, it's amazing to have the friendship and the connections and the relationships that allow us to rest, or allow us for somebody else to come in and help carry our load, allow somebody else to come in to help support us through the journey. And so we have to be accountable for the relationships that we're keeping so that we can get the support we need in order to walk in our purpose. And so if you're trying to figure out, how do I get in my purpose? If you're trying to figure out, why am I having such a hard time holding up the load, it's because you haven't taken advantage of the relationships that were given to you to help you get to the places that you are supposed to go. And so it requires us to, first of all, know who we are. That's what this journey, and every week, every Tuesday we come here because we're trying to discover, we're trying to unlock ourselves. Because when we unlock ourselves, when we love ourselves, when we tap into our source, when we just embrace who we were created to be, we tend to light the candle that was given to us, the candle that's inside, which is our purpose. And so after you love yourself and you light that candle, then you're accountable for the relationships that are around you. And you know what are supporting you, and you know what's picking you up, and then we know what is bringing us down. And so in the journey of being able to walk in our best life, in the journey of being able to bring our best peace, we got to be able to make known where we're going. And so when we're making known where we're going, that means we are using our tools. We're using the people around us. We're using our friends. We're using our family. We're using our lovers. We're using all of these things that hold a place in our life. Do you understand? When I was reading the definition of support, it said a pillar. A pillar. That means something that's a part of your foundation is a pillar. And so you need to make sure that the things that are around you, your pillars, are supporting you in the direction in which you are going. Because like I said 1,000 times over, we get tired on a journey because we are human. We get restless on a journey because we just get anxious about wanting our minutes to come, wanting our time to come, wanting to be able to live that life we've always dreamed of. And in doing so, it requires us to be able to notice the people that God has placed in our life to be pillars. It's to embrace the people that God had placed in our life to help hold us up. But if we don't know who we are, if we don't love ourselves, we won't first of all, recognize the goodness and the greatness that are placed in our lives. We don't take advantage of the gifts that God has given us because we don't know our value. We don't understand our worth, and we don't know where it is that we're going. And so sometimes we don't value or acknowledge the relationships that we have because we don't even realize how important they are to our growth. We don't realize how important it is to the journey. And so this week, I want us to take a inventory in our lives. I want us to take inventory of the pillars that God has placed in our lives. And those special pillars, we are going to, on this week, I want you to call those people in your lives that are pillars, who are supporting you on the journey to getting closer to your purpose. Because those are the things that we have to increase in our lives. Instead of being worried about the people who lack support, instead of being worried about the people who aren't the things that we need to recognize the people who are. And so our homework assignment for this week in walking closer to our purpose and unlocking all of our gifts is to take inventory of the relationship that are placed in our lives. To take inventory of the people who were given to us to help us get to another stage. And then we gotta tell them thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for helping to lift me up when I couldn't. Thank you for seeing what I see. Thank you for looking through my eyes for 2 minutes to be able to support my dream. And so that's what we have to make sure we do in our lives. Because remember, this journey is all about loving. It's about love grows everything. And so I want us to love us, so that we can love the people that God has placed around us to help build us and get us to the purpose in which He has created us to be in. And so it is time for us to start acknowledging what's important, loving what matters, and celebrating what gives us life. And so we have to celebrate the people that are our pillars, the people that are supporting our dreams, the people who are showing up every week. And so I want to thank you guys that come on every single week, Tuesday to Tuesday, and sit here and be a part of the movement of loving yourself, be a part of the movement of supporting my vision of creating a bond in which we can all be successful in a way, because I understand my gift is my gift. I celebrate your gift as your gift, and I understand there is no competition. You know why there's no competition? Because we each were created individual. We each have one specific thing to offer. And so if you are walking in your truth and you are walking in your own light, you know that nobody can be you better than you. And so it's time for us to celebrate us, so that our pillars can continue to celebrate us, and so that God can continue to lift us up into the purpose in which we were created to go. Giadora said, lean on those that strengthen us and show gratitude. Absolutely. That was last week's message. It's about showing gratitude in your day-to-day so that you can be the pillar. It's about showing gratitude so that you can show up for somebody else. And so you need to show up in the other relationships the same way you want people to show up for you. And so what I'm teaching and what I want us to understand and what I want us to embrace is that it requires us to love who we were created to be, in order to unlock the purpose that we were given, in order to show up in our lives to be the pillars for somebody else. Because what we have been through It's supposed to be a blessing to somebody else. I say every week, your lessons are your blessings on the journey to you. And so for you to become a pillar, you have to first celebrate who you are. And you have to celebrate the pillars that you were given in your life that took you into a higher level. Because I don't care what nobody say on anybody's journey, no matter how successful they are going to tell you about some pillars that help keep them up. They are going to tell you about some pillars that help pull them up. They are going to tell you about some people who showed up in their life in the most amazing times. And so this week I want to celebrate the people who show up for people. This week I want to celebrate the people who have good intentions. This week I want to celebrate the people who help people move into their purpose, into their light, into their truth. And I want you to celebrate those people in your lives, because that is what the journey is all about. It's about gratitude and saying thank you for being who you are. And Gigi says, thank you, Precious, for your sacrifice to grow us. Oh, thank you for that. I definitely appreciate that. God had purpose for us, and know what the stones were and what they mean. Thank you, Mom. That's exactly right. Know what the stones in your life means. Understand that we all have windows. We all have windows. We all are houses, right? And we all have windows in our houses. But each of our windows are at different places. And so in different spaces in your house is where you get the light. So know yourself enough to know what position you need to be in your house to get the light you need through that window to show up in your life. And so that's what this journey is all about. And so at this time, I'm going to share my original poem for the week. And this week is Walking in Purpose. To God be the glory for opening this new chapter in my story. For I'm living the dream that my vision placed before me. I feel so sure of this place I'm going because my spirit feels ever knowing. Knowing that it gives me comfort, for it's familiar in my walk. As I feel I've stepped into my purpose and I'm ready for this journey I must embark. My joy is unexplainable in this peace like none before. It's like everything you ever searched for waiting at your very door. Imagine the beginning of your dreams starting to be fulfilled, and all your anxiety needing a new place to go and build. But with this new walk, I'm finding out things I never knew. And all the people who you thought were there have had the best interest for you. So this walk is not always easy, for you are there and there are new pains I now feel. But what I've come to realize is that it's all a part of God's will. What I had to accept is there is truth in the phrase growing pains. And with my trials I have in life, I will not let them be in vain. So when you ask God to bless your vision and open the door to your undying dream, know that life is what you make it, and don't get caught up in what life seems. Just enjoy your purpose and you have embraced, and continue to give and show God thanks from day to day. And watch as God takes your dream and blesses it in a whole new way. And so in order for us to be our best self, in order for us to walk in our purpose, we have got to love who God has created us to be. We have got to show up every single day for ourselves in order to be able to show up for the people that God has placed in our lives, for us to bless and for them to bless us. And so understand it's a two-way street. And so remember to say thank you. Remember to be grateful. And remember to love yourself to life. Because when you do that, you begin to unlock the purpose in which you were given. And your light will shine every single time you walk into a space. Because we all have something special to give. Remember, the world is a puzzle and everybody has one piece. I'm looking for you to bring your masterpiece. And so week by week, we come on this journey and this movement of loving ourselves to life in order to love each other to life. Because until we love us, we cannot love anybody else. You teach people how to treat you, and you learn from yourself how to treat others. And so if you don't value you, you can never value somebody else. And so I want you to love yourself to the core. I want you to accept everything that has hurt you or hindered you, and I want you to walk in your purpose. And so at this time, if there's any questions, now is the time. Hi, Kiana. Thank you for tuning in. Nancy, thank you for tuning in. Nakia, thank you for tuning in. And so I just want to share, and remember, this week is about getting supported into your purpose. So be sure of the relationships. Say thank you to the people this week who have been supporting you in your dreams, who have been supporting you in your life, who have been supporting you in your journey. Because everybody has different levels and different stages. And everybody might not have been lifelong, but they have had a purpose in your life. And so be grateful for whatever they have taught you, whatever lesson you learned, and make sure you apply it so that you can move forward and be a blessing to somebody else on a journey. And so we got to remember our motto, which is I pledge to embrace who I am today, love who I was yesterday, and inspire who I will become tomorrow. And so remember to love yourself, to say that motto every day as you look in the mirror, and just continue to do positive affirmations so you can continue to grow yourself into where God is trying to take you. I'm just trying to do my part. I'm trying to walk in my purpose and give my peace. And I just want you all to do the same. So whatever it is you have to offer, don't forget to bring it, because life will never be the same without your peace. And so if you want to follow me on Instagram, please, it's I Choose Me Movement. Follow me on Instagram. You can email me at ichoosememovement@gmail.com. You can share. Please share these videos with people, your friends, your family, whoever it is that you know. Share the video when you're looking at it. Share it when you see it. I love you guys. I can't wait till next week to go on the next step of our journey of I Choose Me. And I just want you to remember that you have pillars in your life. Continue to be held up and continue to hold others up. I love you, and until next week, you teach people how to treat you. So walk in your purpose. Walk in that journey and love yourself to life. Love yourself to life, and know that you were created with purpose. Love you, love you, love you. And until next week, I will sow into you, you sow into others, and we will continue to walk in this journey and this movement of loving ourselves alive and bringing our peace. Love you guys.